Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, it's been a wet evening in southern Oregon and northern California. In fact, we picked up about 1/3 of an inch of rain in Klamath Falls. Did pick up more up to our north. We don't have any sensors up there, but we did have some thunderstorms. In fact, one that was severe earlier today. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. About 1/10 of an inch in Medford, about 4/10 of an inch in Mount Shasta City, and less than 1/10 of an inch of rain along the Oregon coast. Now, there was a storm report from Chumult earlier this evening about well, let's see, between 4 and 5 o'clock, there was a severe thunderstorm that moved through. And the hail size was between 1/2 inch to an inch, which is very large in terms of hail. So that was one particular report. And we also, with that same severe thunderstorm that moved from south towards the north, at most that I was able to find 55 lightning strikes within an hour's time frame. So a lot of lightning, but at least there was a lot of rain with the lightning. So down into Siskiyou County, you can see we have plenty of moisture all moving throughout from east towards the west through Siskiyou County. But you can notice over towards Mount Shasta City, there's a little bit more blue on the map, indicating that snow level is finally starting to come down a bit. We're starting to look at widespread rain here in the Rogue Valley, so Medford, Ashland starting to see some moderate rain. That rain will continue to pick up in intensity for at least a little while longer. Now, our system that's giving us all the rain is way down towards San Francisco, but we're getting that southeasterly flow. But once this moves to the east, our flow will switch over to the north and the east for tomorrow. But for tonight, it's going to be wet and chilly as east of the Cascades into the 30s, 33 for Mount Shasta City, 40s for the rest of the area. 45 is the forecast, though, for Medford. We should make it to 57 for tomorrow, 51 for Wairika, and 49 degrees with cloudy skies and some isolated thunderstorms being possible towards Klamath Falls. Now we're going to see some snow for tonight. This is a time frame from 11 o'clock tonight, which is pretty much now through 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Maybe 1 to 3 inches out towards Warner Mountain. Otherwise, very light amounts for the rest of southeastern Oregon. Maybe upwards of an inch for the Oregon Cascade passes, but most of the snow will stay in the highest elevations. But Grass Lake down into California could be looking at 2 to 4 inches, but not as much for Mount Shasta City because it might just be a little bit too low in terms of elevation, since that winter weather advisory is for about 4,000 to 4,500 feet. Now, in terms of rainfall for the day tomorrow, gosh, this would be nice if we could really pick up 1/2 an inch of rain, which is possible for southern Oregon, but even more so into northern California. So this is a great time of year to be picking up this significant rain. So our stormcast showing that we're going to have widespread rain and snow to the highest elevations for the remainder part of tonight. Once we go through tomorrow, that activity slowly starts to shift off towards the east. Again, we're into that northeasterly flow, so we'll have to keep an eye on some thunderstorms for tomorrow, but we're not going to be looking at the widespread impact for east of the Cascades like we were seeing earlier today for tomorrow. Monday morning, a lot of clouds, and we're going to be looking at some sunshine once we get into the afternoon, looking very, very nice overall. So it's going to be nice to finally get some decent weather in that sense. Now, the system that's giving us the stormy weather is going to push off towards the east over the next couple of days. We'll have a weak system move through towards Tuesday, Wednesday, giving us some more clouds, but temperatures are going to actually stay fairly warm as warm air pretty much sets up shop right over us for the next several days. So we just need to get past tomorrow, and then it's going to be pretty nice. Speaking of tomorrow, 50s for tomorrow, and then 60s for the rest of the week for the Oregon coast, and looking pretty dry. Maybe a sprinkle on Saturday, but that may end up changing and be dry by then. Northern California, stormy for tomorrow, and then a lot of sunshine and 70s begin on Wednesday. Klamath Basin, showers and thunderstorms, but not as many thunderstorms as we saw today, right around 50, and then 60s for the rest of the week, maybe 70 by the end of the week. And for the Cascades, showers and thunderstorms again for tomorrow, and then 40s, 50s, and 60s. They just kind of stair-step their way up for the next several days. Here in the Rogue Valley, a bit on the wet side for tomorrow, morning clouds, afternoon sun on Monday, and then near 80 by Friday.